Sure.
Yeah, we're approaching landfall at any minute. The eye wall is over portions of coastal North Carolina, so we're just waiting for that official landfall to be called. Of course, the eye wall is the strongest and most destructive portion of any hurricane, and you see at this point it's right over Surf City here on coastal North Carolina, so I wouldn't be surprised if official landfall is called in Surf City or near it as soon as this eye shifts over the coastline. But you see the strongest winds, hurricane force winds here, torrential rain, and we're also watching that storm surge on the eastern side of the eye wall with the onshore flow. A 6.6-foot storm surge was the last report on Emerald Isle. At this point, I'm sure it's higher because that was about 30 minutes ago. In addition to the storm surge, we're looking at that rainfall. Again, I've been trying to keep up with the rainfall reports, and every time I click on the new area, the rainfall report increases. So this was about 5 minutes ago, about 10 inches near Atlantic City in this area, Atlantic Beach, excuse me. Emerald Isle, where we are seeing over 6 feet of storm surge, also has almost 9 inches of rain. Morehead City, over 8 inches of rain. So this is all on the northeast quadrant, or in the northeast quadrant of the hurricane, which is typically the stronger quadrant with the more rainfall, the onshore winds that produce the storm surge. So it's still a really dangerous situation there. We're again waiting on landfall. It's a Category 1 hurricane with winds of 90 miles per hour. We have seen wind reports with gusts of 90 miles per hour in the area. So hurricane force winds already impacting the coastline. Once it makes landfall, it's expected to track further west, but really slowly. And that's why the rainfall potential here is so dire, is because it just doesn't move quick enough to get out of here before dumping that rain. So right now this is where it is right now, between 5:20 on your Friday and 2 a.m. on your Saturday. It's only expected to move that much, and then another 24 hours only expected to move that much. And so that's why we're looking at such an extreme rainfall potential, because it just has so long to sit over the area and dump rain with a continued moisture source, considering the inflow will continue from the Atlantic, and that drives the moisture source over the next couple of days. So we're fast forwarding here until Sunday morning at 6 o'clock, and it only moves from the center right there to the center right there. So we're going to continue to see that flooding rainfall in North Carolina, portions of South Carolina, before it eventually moves further north. And again, that is why the potential for catastrophic flooding is there for both states, for North and South Carolina, because it just doesn't move anywhere, and it will continue to dump rain with that moisture source pulling in from the Atlantic. So 20 to 30 inches of rain expected for coastal North Carolina, isolated spots up to 40 inches of rain, but even the inland areas could pick up about 10 inches of rain through portions of inland North and South Carolina. So this situation will continue to unfortunately get a little worse even as the hurricane itself weakens, because the rainfall will continue. That's not the only area that we're watching. We're also keeping an eye on now tropical depression Isaac. This has weakened as it continues to track through the Caribbean. I know a lot of people have had questions about what happens with Isaac next. We can't completely rule out maybe a little re-strengthening as we head into the next week or so, but at this point, nothing's set in stone. So Isaac is weakening for now, and we expect it to stay weak through the next week. Tropical storm Helene now is weakening as it heads through the cool waters in the North Atlantic. No worries there. Tropical storm Joyce is now a tropical storm instead of subtropical, but this is no threat either in the open Atlantic. So although there are 4 named storms going on right now, the only one that we're really concerned about at this point is Florence. In addition to that, the area that we've been watching in the Gulf keeps backing off chance for development, now only to 30%, but we still expect that to bring enhanced rain chances to the Houston area as we head into the next couple of days. So that's what's going on in the tropics. It's really busy out there. A lot to track, and of course the forecast focus today is on Florence with that catastrophic flood potential through the weekend. But here in Southwest Florida, we're pretty quiet. Doppler radar not picking up on rain this morning. As we fast forward through this afternoon, we'll see partly cloudy skies and then those scattered storms developing as we head into the afternoon and evening. So do expect hit and miss storm activity favoring our inland areas east of I-75 through your Friday evening plans. 24-hour forecast shows that. Moments of sun, moments of stormy skies with highs today, upper 80s, low 90s. Your heat index still in the triple digits, so it is going to be on the steamy side as we head into the weekend with only isolated storm chances.